Hi, Kennedy family.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us today and taking time out of your very busy day to sit down with HRC Pasadena. We really appreciate it. We know that you've got a full plate.
Sure.
Tell us about your family a little bit and introduce us to your beautiful kids here and yourselves.
I'm Kathy. I'm the mom. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself? This is Cooper. He's 6.
I'm Kaden.
This is Kaden.
Hi.
I'm JV. I'm the dad.
I'm Cambria and I'm 10.
And Kaden and Cooper are twins, and they are our snowflakes. And we have one other snowflake that's sleeping.
What a big, beautiful family that you have. I know it wasn't easy for you to get to this point, and there were many struggles along the way. If you could tell us just a little bit about how you got here and the difficulties you experienced with miscarriages from a very young age.
We met in high school, and then we were married our second year in college. So I was barely 20, and JV was 21. And it was about a year into our marriage that we stopped using birth control. In all, I've actually been pregnant 14 times, but only 4 of those pregnancies went to term, and we experienced 10 miscarriages. So it was very difficult and devastating. Thank God we were able to conceive and have our son, our oldest, who's 13 now. But then after having him, 3 more pregnancy losses followed. Then we were able to have our daughter. And then after her, we had 2 more losses, and finally it got to the point where we couldn't even conceive at all anymore, not with help and not on our own. So we just kind of felt like we couldn't continue to go through the pain, the devastation of the losses, and we needed to choose a different route.
When was the point where you decided, let's try embryo adoption with snowflakes?
After lots of prayer, we decided that it really would be kind of a solution that would meet a lot of needs for us. Meaning, number one, obviously that we would be able to continue growing our family, and also that Kathy would be able to be pregnant, which is something that we hadn't really planned on giving up or losing that ability to continue having babies through pregnancy.
And what was that experience like, Kathy, for you to be able to carry this adopted embryo?
Oh my gosh, it was an answer to prayer. Like, honestly, I can't even describe how happy we were to be able to, carry these babies and have these healthy children. It feels no different than the bond and the attachment that we have with our biological children.
At this point, after having the twins, you had 4 children, correct?
Yes.
And you made the decision that you wanted to try this again.
They were 4 when our next baby was born.
Cole's birth was very restoring for Kathy and I, but also for our whole family, because he just kind of marked an end to that trial that we were experiencing and a new beginning.
And how about Cambria? Is there anything you'd like to say about that when Cole came into the world and how that made you feel?
I don't know. I was just really excited to have another younger brother. I love babies and I was just really excited.
She's a good big sister.
Yeah.
What's it like to be big brothers to Cole?
It's fun.
What do you like doing with Cole?
I like playing with him.
Kathy and JV, could you tell me a little bit about your experience with snowflakes, embryo adoption, and what you'd say to someone who is considering maybe adopting themselves?
Our experience with snowflakes was very positive. Everything through the homesteading process and the adoption process all went really smooth, and the matching process was actually fun to get to see other families and have other families considering us to be matched with, and ultimately, being chosen.
We may have hesitation at first just because it's a new idea, but honestly, it feels no different than having your your own biological children. And we can say that because we have biological children.
Now you have talked to the twins and explained everything about how this adoption process went. I understand you also have a scrapbook. If you could talk a little bit about what you've told them and about the book that you keep to show them.
The beginning starts off with our being matched with their genetic families. Cole has a different genetic family than Kaden and Cooper. So we have a picture of the genetic family in each of their books, and basically just says when they were frozen and how that all came about, and then shows us, with the positive pregnancy test, and goes through my pregnancy, and then in the hospital, them being born. So it's just a part of their story.
And you do keep in touch with the genetic family?
The families we chose, we ended up having contact with them. We get to share emails and text messages and pictures and Christmas cards, and really the families are just so gracious and so loving that we really feel blessed to have that connection, and like we would be missing out if we didn't have that connection.
They're almost like extended family.
What message would you like to give to Dr. Nelson? I know you've been working with Hrc Pasadena for quite some time now.
We would just like to let him know how grateful we are to him for his help in our journey to build our family.
He had a genuine value for life and conviction similar to our own. And so that was a blessing too, because we felt like everything that he told us we could count on and rely on, because he had just as much interest in us and baby's success as we did.
We are so grateful that you have taken this time to speak with us here at HRC and to tell us your story. It's been wonderful working with you, and we hope we can continue to follow your story and your beautiful family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.